Your death is a factor which money cannot prevent. As a matter of fact, sir, your death is a factor which money cannot prevent. As a matter of fact, sir, your death is a factor which money cannot prevent.
Right there, let's get it started. Rock the coffins of the dearly departed. Yeah, all you half-deaf people, get your fucking hearing aids on. It's the Rapskallions. Yeah, it's the scruffy one, Mr. Mark from the zoo. Right there. Replicate heaven, I'm evanescent on the Nebuchadnezzar. The Methodists are selling resin for a penny to peasants. The pleasantries are spare for sake of saving time, they were waste. Only in my case, I try hazing the exit off the tight lace. Computer square I face, 24/7 MySpace type traits will never survive within the light of day. So I stay in critical condition, but I'm still smiling. Looking like I smacked your face with the steel filing. Cracking real diamonds in between my thumb and index, and fuck you up internally like herpes B simplex. My cytotoxin have you bleeding through your pink vest. I'm picking up a stink vest like skunk flavoured incense. Pull out so many stops and that is when the penny drops. That I could wipe the floor with you easy like using 20 mops. You and your beer belly flop without making a ripple. Build the count for what it's worth like I'm sucking your mum's nipple.
Can't be that with a bat.
I'm tearing up tracks like the tyres made for Range Rovers. It's the same old grenade blowing, propane flamethrower, killer bolt named Flower. When my cold veins show up, drug and notice how one Beatles hand goes up. You wanna stun the mic, then come and try, making more excuse up when the colour blind. Run the lights, I'm a lovely guy, but give the dumb and blind earaches. I'll crush your mic and fuck you on it till your ear gapes. I hear fakes from a distance as they run and evacuate. They knew they saw it coming like their mum in Bukkake tapes. I'll gag your face with your own crappy jacket, mate, and hitchhike the galaxy with the chat from Happy Days. I think I'm lost in dementia, spitting nuclear waste like the toxic Avenger. Remember my scripts and I'll flip them into litter bins. I'm ripping speakers worse than with liquor bin, just kick them in.
In a position none too cozy, the same shit is happening. My paraffin rapping is flammable, not heroin. Jamming on a mandolin like Captain Corelli. Balancing my self-destruction like strapped to my belly. Was a very heavy burden, explosive in nature. The touch papers now lit as I'll inhale the vapours. The stay of air in my lungs got me wheezing while I caress the mic like it's tips that I'm squeezing. Control breathing, best believe it's the real thing. Your squeal king's faker than your 8-carat steel rings. Still bring my good manners to the stage show. Molding the scene like the city's made out of Play-Doh. When I say go, jump around and show some energy. Though generally you never do unless you was a friend of me. So I just kick back with my tie, watch the world fly by. The tide's like my confidence is sky high, so bye-bye.
You can't get fresher than this.
Trying to find a nice rhyme that confines my asylum. Even when I'm briefing, I'm speaking percussive silence. Ride the wax, I'm a dust encrusted stylist. I'll keep it old school and used to fangs the jungle vipers. A fucking pirate, I swipe your life and get Sweeney top the style it. Mate, fuck a style tip. My sneaker soles are caked in muddy landmines. My mastercraft beside the glass like the flowing sands of time. These pantomime artists really haven't got a clue. My hypothesis is stopping use of a proper view. Another slobber knocker from my cold dark loft. Ask prof, my stars volatile, I spark and blast off. Tacky tongue rapscally with a backache. I claim my flame gets slain in the back cave. Backstage, the dirty one, the name shows. Never memorise my face, you recognise me by my same pros.
Look, I'm going for the fucking Guinness Book of World Records for a long trail of snot. Snot, I got 10 yards here for you to photograph.
Get in here quick with a Polaroid. I want a witness of this 10-yard line of snot.
And because I got overheated,
The chain broke. No, the chain broke.
oh fuck!
So by the time she got in with the Polaroid, all I had was a long line
Oh, don't tell me.
snot
really.
on the floor.
Oh, fucker! Fucking cunt! How dare she!
is uncertain. Clouds act as sun curtains. The one person to run tracks, the lungs bursting. My tongue serving words formed the years hurting. Appeared worse when lips hit the tears lurking. As I figure out my manner of attack, plan a spanner hammer massacre, chose to hold back. I'm shaking, eyes blacker than charred bacon. About to turn face when the last laugh taken by a shadow that was shaping a strike late in the night. Light on the blade of a knife, show another man hunched up with a club in hand. Hit him on the back of the head, covered in blood. I ran fast as I could, chased by a killer in a mask. And the hood cast past, but no good, they can see me, yet none of them could see him. Tripped, then I fell out my bed, shit I was dreaming. Living life in a dreamscape, for peace sake. Seems fake from my sleep, wake, night nurse keepsake. Sleep ends through weekends and weekdays a week, looking like a bleak face in a beat place. In a dreamscape, all is surreal, like you're born in a film, but sure that it's real. Eyes forming are still nodding off to a better place. Set a pace for the getaway.
Only rest from the bottles of the best and stress to blaze. I'm less awake through the rest of my yesterdays. My days too tired to wait. Woke up on the back of a tidal wave. Sweat to the sands after chilling with a killer whale. Hit by the drift of a winter gale. Lift the sail that I forged from the clouds. I stay weightless, I gaze at the sky as it's falling down. Without a thought a doubt, I fell to earth's surface. The turf felt burnt, I learned that weren't the worst thing. I'm in the city that's charred to remains. It's the last of my days, it's the last one to stay. Far out the way, I hunted down a bunker mound. Stepped inside, now a ladder for the underground. Feet made a thumping sound till one tripped. I slipped in the pit, it's a dream, ah shit.
Living life in a dreamscape, for peace sake. Seems fake from my sleep, wake, night nurse keepsake. Sleep ends through weekends and weekdays a week, looking like a bleak face in a beat place. In a dreamscape, all is surreal, like you're born in a film, but sure that it's real. Eyes forming are still nodding off to a better place. Set a pace for the getaway. For the getaway. For the getaway. Living life in a dreamscape, for peace sake. Seems fake from my sleep, wake, night nurse keepsake. Sleep ends through weekends and weekdays a week, looking like a bleak face in a beat place. In a dreamscape, all is surreal, like you're born in a film, but sure that it's real. Eyes forming are still nodding off to a better place. Set a pace for the getaway. For the getaway. For the getaway.
Be glad that you are free. Go on and cry. Be glad that you are free.
Sunday morning, 6:35. Hit the snooze button twice, no surprise, lying there with open eyes. Bittersweet symphony, set in synchronicity. Rain drums while the wind plays a timpani. Grey clouds only highlight my misery. Realities of life still remain a mystery. Cigarette and cup of tea, wash preem, Listerine. Clean a mess made, smoking green, watching Mr. Bean. A dream that I believe I've seen before. Open door, on my toes another day, working with the carnivores. Journey home, blood and mud stained frame, smelling worse than a song from the arse of Mr. Methane. Have a bath, chuff grass on the pass. Have a pint, not a half, and we'll have a little laugh. Nights then 12, 10, stop drowning my sorrows. Then try to sleep and I'll do it all again tomorrow. Day. Hurry up in the bath, sis, I'm the one smelling the shit and ocelot piss. Just another day, can you spare me a ciggy? Cause I'm fucking broke and I'm feeling pretty shitty. Just another day, I'll have a pint of San Miguel. And if you're generous and book scratchings as well. Just another day, another day, another day, another day.
Monday morning, I'm waking in a state from ignoring Sunday's morning. Now I'm crawling out my grave. Some ways withdraw just like any other day. Play today's tune just to get me on my way. Smog and sea breeze from the bay. I'm running late, bill a big ziggy quick, get a lift from my mate. Going nowhere great, we pace to the college. Make a day's worth of topics as we ain't gaining knowledge. Relevant lessons ain't getting you to me. To the bar for 2 jars, chucking shrapnel down the fruit machine. Back to the bay where the magic awaits. Have a blaze, scratch the wax, have a stab at the page. Eating crap off my plate, heading straight to my night shift. Wish I could say that I liked it. Finish work, have a seat, breathe green in between. Time to meet my defeat, so I sleep then repeat.
Just another day.
I've got the same plate of egg and chips, all aside with a bottle full of sedatives.
Another day.
Sit back and reminisce, getting texts on my phone asking for
Just another day.
It's all too much relative, but you know the cycle never quits.
Just another day.
Another day, another day, another day.
Wake up in the morning, yawning. Look outside and the weather's still storming.
I'm sat inside drawing, waiting for the weather to retreat and my canned hands warming.
Haven't got no tobacco or fags. No money in my pocket and my clothes like rags.
Smelling like a tramp, living in the damp. Condensation dripping on my amp.
It's just another day.
Just another day.
It's just another day.
Just another day. Another day.
It's just another day.
Just another day. Just another day.
It's just another day.
Just another day.
A man was in the shower taking a shower, and his little boy ran through the shower, and he saw his daddy's nuts hanging down. He stopped. He said, "Daddy!" He said, "What are those hanging down?" His daddy picked him up. He said, "Oh, honey," he said, "there ain't nothing but nuts." He said, "Nuts?" His daddy said, "Yeah." He said, "You mean the kind you put on the rock and crack?" His daddy said, "Hell no, son, the kind you put in the crack and rock."
It's the black sheep of the family. Struggle through the mist with a fist full of salary. Trying to keep a grip upon my sanity. I stride through the trials and the tragedy. Painting pictures in your mind's eye like a gallery. Defy gravity, take a different strategy. Liberate my soul from the savagery. Underneath the sun there is no originality. It's already been done, son, that's the reality. Where I'm from, all we got are fields full of cabbages. I try my very best not to yield to the savages, but every now and then people wanna test this, cause they underestimate the skills that I'm blessed with. I just write it how it needs to be written. Some of these geezers are tripping, they don't believe in the vision. Still I'ma seize the ambition, treat it like a religion. On this beat like a mission, trying to heal the division.
Hello, I'm Zumar. Yeah, I fuse bars when the tune starts. Smash through crews, fuse fast like a blue glass vase. Get you out your seat as if you got a bruised ass. Choose a few stars, I lose the chart while I moon dance or moonwalk. I think the chances that I'll stop drinking or rapping similar to hearing a baboon talk. It probably will never happen. Like going down to Herne Bay for one day and seeing Nessie and the Kraken. All the joking aside, I'm smoking the dried out herb, which is why I get to tongue to tide. Sometimes on stage or at a party, I'm the scruffy one, even when I'm dressed smartly. It's hardly a quiz made for rocket scientists, writing with an iron fist while I try and kiss a lioness. You stay happy sipping on your pint of piss. If you try and diss, I'll leave you lying battered like I'm frying
I'm
fish.
a product in the planet equation. White kid plus mine, divided by the herbs left blazing. I refuse to be enslaved to minimum wage status. Summertime bomb ticking in the venomous state of stasis. I got my head to the grindstone, watching the urban decay. I don't mean the limestone. I stand in the staircases at Kennedy House, rolling and bunning a spliff. I'm going all out. I'm getting broker and broker till I see cracks in my flesh. Walking to this world alone, sit down and play chess with death. I'm getting vexed. We're trying to progress in environments bereft of anything less than stress. I use the mic like 1,000 swords. Strike at the heart, leave crowds begging for more. And I feed 100 men with one verse like miracle. Disperse subliminal shame and style, that's visional.
Well, it's slip along Trevascus, the walking hell hazard. Swagger to the bar just like nothing else matters. Representing for the shelf stackers. Got more bars than a chocolate R when I visit Astor's. Many silly rappers have a chance of winning BAFTAs. They'll always start captions sitting in my written chapters. Maybe hard to reach, like a snapback scratcher. It's sicker than a freeze up with Pat Butcher, Mad Thatcher. Right back at ya with no gap rapture. It's that scally rapper, you're acting nice and chavvy jacked ya. But we're just some mob bods lagered up past the Dutch through the snot box. We blast the bud, all the whatnots are hard to judge. Throw your hands in the air if you wanna come and answer up. And I ain't really bothered if you've heard of us. We're in the house like burglars, Galactica and Cerberus. my grammars, my stuffed up hands tag the land. Sticking to my roots like the Cro-Magnon man. One hand grabs the can, I let the pressure free and set the scene for picturesque moments that it's set to be. This is definitely the setting for expression. Pleasant mistress into the evanescence. Steady testing every lesson, hand-carved masterpiece. Only written in the fastest steeds. I must dust them, but these after me, they rang the fuzz. Little did I know that we're indelible like anti-buff. Turning plans to dust, handcuffed and not. Graffiti stays lit with cryptic scripts on the block. Remember catching drips with a sock with stolen cans of plastico. Car paint from Rudy's was the poison and the antidote. The land rhymes a canvas, stamping inky footsteps. Walking like the tin can man, puzzles that look fresh and yeah. It's the elements of writing, evidence is shining through the hard graft describing. Not just intelligence of rhyming, the heart where it's thriving. Testing my expression of self when I be writing. It's the elements of writing, evidence is shining through the hard graft describing. Course it helps to know shit and flow sick, but life defines an expression of self and you can quote it. In my grave, picking my brains, I'm thinking of ways so I can write this ridiculous phrase in the cryptical stage. The way it's spitting is indigenous ways, continue lifting the weight unless I'm drifting away. Pick up the pace till I'm lifting terrain. I let my words travel like a little scribble on trains, ripping the place, we kick it on stage. I stay dipping in the crate through a similar space to rearrange. Another night's pain near a minimum wage. One through reports and news reports that I feel in your face. Living my waist up thick in the maze. I'm heavy lead settling with legs of aluminium grade. Heat waves and faders are hid in the shade. I put a spliff to the blaze as I chill with my mates and rap and wrinkle the page to have my sprinkle of sage. You couldn't cut this trace of phase if you skill with the blade. It's the elements of writing, evidence is shining through the hard graft describing. Not just intelligence of rhyming, the heart where it's thriving. Testing my expression of self when I be writing. It's the elements of writing, evidence is shining through the hard graft describing. Course it helps to know shit and flow sick, but life defines an expression of self and you can quote it. It's the elements of writing scripts used to find my mind and dive in it. You wouldn't survive for 5 minutes. Ain't no live gimmick with a 40-man band folding under pressure like watching your nan handstand. Gonna fight for the right word like hangman. This ain't no slang match, tactical pure thought and battle raps. Keep the roof on fire like a dragon in a thatch gaff. Always practicing rap, beat tracking, scratching and graph. Schooling walls till I think coppers are onto us. I pen for writers benching hip-hoppers anonymous. It's another omnibus of my mind's projections. Spider sections, that's my spare bars, climb like Tetris. A rhyme inspector for these slap bladder rap blaggers. Make their crap stagger dack, shatter into black matter. Rewrite that fat grammar, underlines will never hold. Striking through your verses while you wonder why it's put in bold. It's the elements of writing, evidence is shining through the hard graft describing. Not just intelligence of rhyming, the heart where it's thriving. Testing my expression of self when I be writing. It's the elements of writing, evidence is shining through the hard graft describing. Course it helps to know shit and flow sick, but life defines an expression of self and you can quote it. It's the elements of writing, evidence is shining through the hard graft describing. Not just intelligence of rhyming, the heart where it's thriving. Testing my expression of self when I be writing. It's the elements of writing, evidence is shining through the hard graft describing. Course it helps to know shit and flow sick, but life defines an expression of self and you can quote it.
Ladies and gents, throw on your glad rags, pull on your dancing shoes, sing the blues, sing the blues, they don't stop serving till 2, you know how we do, now listen to the tune. Another jolly night out on the town that I call home, blurred vision, everything I see is monochrome, tapping in mixed messages upon a phone, send it out to every girl I've ever known, pen prone, yeah I've shown atonement, and rapping all night for dough is but a bonus. Now I see it as my onus to keep focus and take note of the shit spitting cobras. Sticking thoughts in an opus, I let loose, set truths on their merry way. When I produce a heavy display, I pay particular attention to words when they're released for spirited ascension. I think I forgot to mention my past last time? I couldn't say, man, I don't remember last night. So don't tell me I got into a bar fight, cause I remember having a laugh up until jar night. Going out for the evening, I don't know where I'm going and I don't know when I'm leaving. And the chances are even that I'll be achieving one of those very pissed feelings. I'm going out for the evening, I don't know where I'm going and I don't know when I'm leaving. And the chances are even that I'll be achieving one of those very pissed feelings. Another day spent recovering and muddling words when it occurred to me, gotta get the blood out my shirt. Maybe I got what I deserved. So I'm going to a place where the birds always gather in herds. I'm determined to make it work until I'm sidetracked. Glasses crashing together like hi-hats. Fucking nightcap, I'm wide-eyed. Ain't found the right type. Hanging with guys in shirts tie-dyed. Bitch are out in the cold and the pissing rain. Heavy-headed already, I'm feeling like I'm missing brain. Ladies and fellas getting together, play the kissing game alone. I sit in shame, head pressing on the window pane. I think the shots had the same effect as Novocaine. I'm in my body and soul, climbing out my grotty hole. Now I know that I'm on a roll. Walking home with the girl who spent the night dancing upon a pole. Going out for the evening, I don't know where I'm going and I don't know when I'm leaving. And the chances are even that I'll be achieving one of those very pissed feelings. I'm going out for the evening, I don't know where I'm going and I don't know when I'm leaving. And the chances are even that I'll be achieving one of those very pissed feelings. For the evening, I don't know where I'm going and I don't know when I'm leaving. And the chances are even that I'll be achieving one of those very pissed feelings. I'm going out for the evening, I don't know where I'm going and I don't know when I'm leaving. And the chances are even that I'll be achieving one of those very pissed feelings.
Bedroom, you best move with caution. I've stressed you with warnings, don't tread with insurance. I've got test tubes boiling, seeds in the soil with an oil lamp warming, fungus forming in bunches of portions, crawling my wall full of scrollings and settles in the morning. Kettle warming in the afternoon, a blast a tune with half a dude, passing through my room like I'm plastered, dude. Past several glasses with food stuck to my dirty plates if the last bits were glued. Bet you've never seen a room quite like this, but it might be likely if you also live in right tips. Right, this is the shit that I'm talking about. You'll have to walk around the awful man of what's morphing out from the warmth of stout. It's even growing claws and mouth, catching awful clout when you draw from your snout. It's the
United States of his bedroom, organised bedlam beyond comprehension. There's just too much shit in there to mention. I really think it needs Kim and Aggie's attention. United States of his bedroom, organised bedlam beyond comprehension. There's just too much shit in there to mention. I really think it needs Kim and Aggie's attention.
If you make it to the corner, there's some muscles for your sinuses. Me, I'm busy pricing chits and puddles of wine and chips. Wine and dine on this, that's straight suicide. Feeling like a fluid ride from your jacksie when it's toilet time. Spoil your time if it happens before that, and it'll definitely spoil mine if you crap on my floor, chap. Got a graph door with 4 walls for the rise and damp. Step 2 ain't a likely match for this title champ. Vinyl stack like the towers of leaning pizza. I was flicking through the dustiness and found a green pizza. It was on the crusty steez, but trust me geez, it looked like a slice of mushy peas. I need a busty queen to come and clean rubber sleeves, complimentary sucky treat while handing me my cup of tea. That would be lovely, but I don't see it happening. I'm living in a trash bin, one day I'll pack it in.
United States of his bedroom, organised bedlam beyond comprehension. There's just too much shit in there to mention. I really think it needs Kim and Aggie's attention. United States of his bedroom, organised bedlam beyond comprehension. There's just too much shit in there to mention. I really think it needs Kim and Aggie's attention.
Juice cartons inflating because they're fermenting. The last concoction in the loft, man, it's tempting. Empty ashtrays get cascades of backdated roaches. Stagnated cola bottles underneath the sofa. Note the 4-bar quotas cross the floor out of sight like photos out of focus. Filling up my room with the hocus pocus. My room's got more spine than the friggin' diplodocus. Load Loads of crisp packets mishmash with maggots. That ain't the case now, but it wouldn't take Chintagger to unravel the results of the primordial soup we call my room. Grind up my herbs, then boom. Move to the middle, mate, them walls are kinda drafty, but when the summer hits it's like grilling on the barbie. If you'd ask me, I say it's a merry-go-round, but others would rather live on an Indian burial ground.
United States of his bedroom, organised bedlam beyond comprehension. There's just too much shit in there to mention. I really think it needs Kim and Aggie's attention. United States of his bedroom, organised bedlam beyond comprehension. There's just too much shit in there to mention. I really think it needs Kim and Aggie's attention.
The dirty one. Bitch, I live in a fucking trash can. Lifting up the whole motherfucking house. Oh shit. You ain't seen shit yet. Disgusting. Dust on the surface of dirty.
My whole bedroom smell like asshole and poultry.
What the fuck is that funky smell? The dirty one.
Let's get the fuck out of here, man. I heard about this place.
Jessica was sweet 16 when she first met this older guy, 25 with 2 kids, a 9 to 5 future bride by his side. Fed up with all his cheating antics, bags packed, her and her kids flew the Atlantic. He forgot about him straight away, called up that young girl offering her cheap wine and takeaway. And no matter what her friends say, she said Jess borrowed a bit of slap of her sister and a red dress. She never would have thought in 10 years she'd fulfill her friend's fears and be the victim of him after 10 beers. But I'll rewind to back then, 11 PM. She's on her back on this chap's bed in flat 10. A lot has happened since now, she has a family, 2 boys and 1 girl. Would never give a damn if he would never return from all his late nights work. She'd ask about the lipstick on his shirt, he'd go berserk. Just another night, pissed up, starting another fight. Another morning, walking him to school, hiding blackened eyes. Couldn't take it any longer, so she fought back, smacked him with a bat before his feet across the doormat. Freed herself from a life sentence, only to get locked up for life. Kids are now deprived of both parents. Beyond depressed, should've listened to her friends best, said Jess. Now she cursed the day she wore that red dress. At the time, always for the ladies had an eye, though he had a future bride by his side. When he saw this pretty thing, must have only been like 16. At that point, started seeing it in split screen. One hand his long-term girl with 2 kids, in the other hand this angelic possible new dish that he could couldn't resist, though he knew that he was in the wrong. Asked her what she thought of white wine and food of Hong Kong. She wasn't sure, said she'd have to have a little think. He said, what's your number, maybe we could have a little drink. The next day, called her up, agreed to meet at 8. His lover left the day before, suspicious of him working late. She was not wrong, Daddy feeling on song, to with his family was long gone grabbing his condoms. Not long after he let her in there drinking and nattering, she found the heavy petting rather flattering. Whispering in her ear, nothing sweet as saccharin. 11 o'clock is when the clothes started scattering and time flies. That was way back in 95, and the years that followed Danny was living on borrowed time. Lied repeatedly, you see he pulled the ladies easily, but Danny was displaying such a poor state of secrecy. Finally decided that he'd stop his cheating ways, opened up the door and was just about to say,
Let's get it right from the start. I might for a laugh just have to drop the mic in your bath. So much class, it'll make you wanna light a cigar and just wind your neck bone like a type of giraffe. You're understating, telling me my writing is sharp. I run up on you with my rhyme book, slice you in half, and that was just a paper cut. It was right on the mark with the precision of a strike in the heart with a knife in the dark. It's shining bright when I spark, starting forest fires in parks with a lighter and branch. Causing quite an alarm when reciting a psalm, cause the heat I'm spitting is igniting my palm. And I'll continue to do it with such a frightening calm, and a style that's more large than a titan's arms outstretched. Leave the whole crowd vexed in the traditional sense, and I'm out now blessed.
I bust the classics, I'm cool like that.
Trying to keep these habits, but it's hard as fuck.
I originate, they do the gate.
I got styles that kung fu motherfuckers didn't use yet.
Y'all hear it? You're gonna have to catch the feeling. Got more style.
Crop cuts from the penny and jar, serious smiles. Straight from the wax when I'm meddling fast. Spit script so sick it sets and settles in bar. Fake a space doom when they suit they're better by Mars. Intelligent stars excel from my mind itself. Treading terra firma as I'm climbing hell. Fire repels some saliva cells when I find a rhyming well. Tired of shell, outgoing scream, don't get tired or else. I lie and dwell in the comfort of my bed and eyes. Wet the sky with Tetris lines flying before your very eyes. Jeopardise life sliced with my own raps. Throw your blood back with drawing pins on the foam pad. Note that, slap a scally stick on your coat's back. Throw slash, cramming crimson colour to my notepad. I'm so mashed, hoping to scope this later written in. I'm spitting with an inkling, a drinking a picture of bitumen.
I bust the classics, I'm cool like that.
Trying to keep these habits, but it's hard as fuck.
I originate, they do the gate.
I got styles that kung fu motherfuckers didn't use yet.
Y'all hear it? You're gonna have to catch the feeling. Got more style.
Yeah, I
crack breaks like pistachio nuts. The hard cuts to keep it loose like some Mexican sluts. I'm flipping loops while I'm flipping suits and the bow ties. A night job season with some puke on your Levi's. I burn effigies of straw-made drum kits while drunk kids act like dumb pricks in the sand pits. Hit stain alchemists, golden on the drum pads. With whole bags of old crackles and old bands. Then it's all about the crate field, board sealed, intrilled, organs recorded by the oldest to break through the monotony and nothingness to get to the bottomless pit. A crack breaks are not philosophists. I'm one step beyond the boundary. See how shit hot flows, I leave a rusty mark around me. Around here we keep the bass bouncing like Strictly Kings in the house. But shit, who's counting?
I bust the classics and cool like that.
Trying to keep these habits, but it's hard as fuck.
I originate, they do the gate.
I got styles that kung fu motherfuckers didn't use yet.
Y'all hear it? You're gonna have to catch the feeling. Got most out in
In my time I've dodged a few coppers, copped a few rotters, sold a nookie thing or two like Del Boy and Rodders. Helped to carry heavy placky bags for old codgers and slummed it at the festivals with all the soap dodgers. Roger Rabbit rappers getting framed for a murder case. Serve words like burgers, bring the beef with my turn of phrase. Pull out the learner place, get ready for a hiding. I stop you flowing like there's loads of dog heads in your pipes. Then pour caustic soda down your throat to clear the blockage. I'm looking for a nice girl, not a pot to slosh the porridge. So I hunt, gather and forage just to find that happy medium. Outcome is explosive like a boat made out of cesium. This fresh air, I breathe it in deep. I need a hand over my mouth to keep my tongue in my cheek. And by the end of the week, if I ain't found myself a pity, I'll paint the town black, white and red like Sin City.
I bust the classics and cool like that.
Trying to keep these habits, but it's hard as fuck.
I originate, they do the gate.
I got styles that kung fu motherfuckers didn't use yet.
Y'all hear it? You're gonna have to catch the feeling. Got most out in the mouth to the sun.
Where to say all these, but
Now it feels like I'm running on the spot instead of travelling. Unravelling the map within my mind. I find an accident entangled with diversions. Emerging on the way home. Blaze cones and road rage grows. I need a payphone to get the say so on where this maze goes. Should I lay low? Feeling like an alien in plain clothes. Clutch the same rose in my teeth as I try my luck. Life's cheap and far from sweet when they line you up. Time's up, mine's fucked, puff till my head's delirious. I've gained enough experience from people's exteriors. Feeling weary of inferiors. Plus the bloodsuckers that would sucker punch others with their knuckles dust covered. That's why it's hard to put our trust in others. Life smutters, remain empty like the cupboards of Mother Hubbard, discovering the lux above us. I'm on the mission now, sick of that shitty smell while fishing down the wishing well.
This is Mark from the zoo with another little outburst. Flows remain fast enough to even quench your droughts first. Hang about with nerds and geeks and some of the earth's absurdest freaks. I was writing raps before most of these twats had learned to speak. Me boastful is so out of character, and if you beg to differ, ask Nico the manager. You all know me when I'm staggering about, swaying to the left, to the right, blabbering my mouth like a right twat. Hold my drink, I'll be right back. Little did they know I'm in the bog having a nightcap. A tight rap, no I'm generous when exercising pen and resist. Writing thing has never been that strenuous. And I'll tell you what the menu is. For starters, I'll have your guts for garters and then your heart for afters. You'll need more than just a pack of plasters. I tackle masters, the bastard product of 20 martyrs.
Well, I'm sitting here sipping beers, making sure my vision's clear. A little spliff here and there helps me slip in gear. The mission's near, leave the keys in ignition. Getting split decisions on the winding road of expeditions. And who's next to rep the next tradition? We see 360 degrees like that scene with exorcism. Bless the rhythm from the southeast of UK. Off the wig like toupees when I speak a new phrase. A new day's raising from last night's blazing. Lazy, having days in as if it's raining, but my window panes radiating, the rays trailing, swifter than the paper plane sailing. Later rain as I make my way in. Failing to do so, the underground will cave in. The thunder sounds I'm making, the rumble sound like bass bins. Stumble round with amazement, watch my face
call me
grin.
Mr. Charisma, the alcoholic thinker. Hold on a second, did I mean to say drinker? Always on the brink, I'll be kicking up a stink. I talk so much shit, you think my mouth was my sphincter. I'm a nice fella, get to know me, I'm a wanker. Half my life moving like I'm trying to walk the plank from a late night. Hungover, getting stage fright, that girl she really likes me. I'm seeing what her mate's like, fuck's sake. I ain't having no luck, mate. Looks like he's back to using Rohypnol and duct tape. I must make it clear, I'm only kidding. It's my way of saying I ain't great with the women. Usually it's only my skin in my linen. Only loneliness and little sleep is what my night's bringing. Instead of mic swinging, show stopping, I ain't that good. Can I get a wicked? Nah, my name ain't Richard Blackwood.
And just relax. Be mellow, be mellow, be mellow, be mellow. Relax.
I'm stuck in the middle, with wrong or right, sucker yin and yang. I'll bring it back in the track, no need to sing and clap. Fling a match through this bottomless apocalypse. Hardly come across confident, but inside I'm positive. Reminisce back to parts where I can't go back. Future's waiting up on the dark, so track to whereabouts. That's a mystery of life, drifting from my strife. As I'm sitting through the night, lift the mic at live shows. Channel spare bits of energy, spiritual or mentally, lyrical it's meant to be. Like the centerpiece of a jigsaw, never asking for a bit more. Kick sick or more stylistics and dig more. Straight down to the big core, branching off as I pick thoughts off like a special petal from my own Eden. With flows proceeding like a nose bleeding for no apparent reason.
And just relax. Be mellow.
Not so happy-go-lucky rapper, I flatter to deceive. Doesn't matter in what you believe, give me freedom of speech, please. Weak-kneed but strong-hearted, the seeds planted for the growth of my philosophies. Way before the song started, prolonged darkness is what I wish for. At night my brain is like a sea of thoughts that I don't wanna fish for. I think I need a kiss or I'll get pissed. Only then am I able to sleep deep with pure bliss. I'm sure this ain't the way that it's supposed to be. I'm too self-conscious to let anybody get close to me. Love is supposedly the conqueror of boundaries. I rest in peace soundly before that special one has found me. Underground beneath the topsoil and leaf litter, worms tugging at my flesh, cold winds make trees shiver. Try to be the least bitter, but it's much harder when I don't know why I'm worse than other men. I'll have to ask the pen.
And just relax. Be mellow.
Live in a road full of spirits and ghosts, breathing mist on that season as we sit in our coats. Sticking to the dose from the thick of the smoke. Go for broke and keep it cryptic in particular quotes. A sinister dose of potency, these eyes are blatant. Mind is either vacant while I'm pacing through this blind evasion. Escaping from the centre as the shadows forming round. Walks around, I'm calling out but all in doubt. I'm falling down as I find my love climbing up. Feeling slightly fucked till we find our luck tightened up with a mighty clutch. And let's go in the dead zone, wedged in the hedgy meadows, lost deep in the headphones. Stress flows through the big pen, spit phlegm on the old path. As I mould my art onto parchment, I fold in half. With my straw in the storm cloud, basking in the dark.
And just relax. Be mellow.
The littlest things pulling my villainous strings. The vividest images sing with my winter fling. Summer's long gone, a distant memory. I tried to pick myself up but haven't got the energy. Skin so each of our pennies are more appreciated. I know rapping won't mean the difficulties alleviated. I've seen it as a way to be creative, release emotions. Writing is the object of my devotion. With it I can sail the ocean across a desert, scale a mountain with seemingly minimal effort. The clinical method similar to that of a leopard. A snow bounding up a sheer rock face on tiptoes. I spit flows for whatever the weather in any season. I don't believe in rhyme with no reason. My throat squeezing out a heartfelt rant. I puff and pant as a home-based tramp rising damp.
And just relax. Be mellow. Relax. And just relax. Be mellow. Relax.
Well done, mate. Guess that's that.
Sure is, taken long enough, innit?
Tell me about it, man. It's taken way too long if you ask me.
Yeah, I know, at least we won't have people asking, when did you drop it, mate?
Yeah, fucking done any new tunes? That's all good, man. Onwards and onwards.
I'll drink to that, mate.
Well, now we got our own disc, so I'm happy as a pig in shit. Looking back, we smoke a spliff on us becoming lyricists. Record a mini disc in music tech. To actually get to this stage, did even me or you expect?
Remember when we had to do a set? I was clueless, yeah, glued to decks. Who to guess is Buddha heads, we're moving, spit the live shit. A year on from then is when the open mic nights hit.
And that's about when we thought like, maybe we should try this. Started going regularly on a Thursday night in the beer cart. At first we'd only get the pints in because the prospect of getting up was rather frightening.
Then got right in the ciphers. We were slightly hyper, writing rhymes for each week that flies past. Getting our mic stance, die cast, die hard. Big up the beat science high class.
Let's tell you how we started this. We'd have a can of lager and a half a spliff to settle nerves getting up on the mic. But now we're making tunes and we're doing alright. Let us tell you how we started. We sit around laughing, but that was way back in the past when we'd be nervous getting up on the mic. But now we're doing tunes and we're doing alright. By now we gained another member, early on in 05, new to the mic, but his verses they flowed nice. We started work on an EP, but getting all of us together hadn't proved to be that easy.
Our first CD was Speak Little Hear Much. Took about a year's up and kept drinking beers up. And round then, it really wasn't working out. Abstract was off, we left the EP as a learning route.
We did a few shows and got a few props and met a few other people who knew lots on the ins and outs of the industry. I remember vividly, wicked MCs would pick up him and me.
And now we're slick as D, Bucket of Snot. It's been a hard road, walking while lugging the rocks. Slowly hugging the plot, but busy puffing the pot. You can love us or not, we're slick as a bucket of snot.
Let's tell you how we started this. We'd have a can of lager and a half a spliff to settle nerves getting up on the mic. But now we're making tunes and we're doing alright. Let us tell you how we started. We sit around laughing, but that was way back in the past when we'd be nervous getting up on the mic. But now we're doing tunes and we're doing alright. Shout out to VK.
Shout out to Gut One.
Shout out to Butterfingers.
Shout outs to DJ Race.
Shout out to Yosh and the other.
Shout to Cerberus and the Planet Fanet.
Shout out to Sam Shaw,
Giacomo too,
and all the others in the Canterbury crew.
Shout outs to Mr. Lou.
Shout out to PG Tips, Propaganda.
Shout outs to Boss Master Aztec.
Shout out to them paints and beats.
Big old Boss with his stacks of wax.
Shout out to Nico with his money bags.
Shout out to anyone we didn't say.
Shout out to anyone who's seen us play.